some uterus cannot really bear baby because of these things. Shockers, some uterus does not really have what it takes to actually bear a baby, like till delivery date. Yes, and these are also one of those reasons why miscarriages happen. So I want us to look at some uterus. We have the normal uterus, and unfortunately some uterus tend to be abnormal, and it is not the fault of the woman in question, unlike what some people say, especially our African brethren. They just say that any woman that keeps experiencing miscarriage, just know that that woman, she has done something with her womb. Definitely she has given it out to the gods of the land. That's quite crazy. I mean, if you're hearing it for the first time, you'll be like, does that ever happen? Oh yes, it happens in Africa, in Nigeria, in Africa. All right, let's come back home now. I'm not counselor. Number this is sexuality and health wellness, where we leave no crumbs behind. So I want us to look at some types of abnormal uterus, and these abnormal uterus, it is actually genital. Now we have the septate uterus. This is the septate uterus. The septate uterus, you can see that there is it's as if it is divided into two, like purely divided into two, where we have the left and right, although we still have the same cervix, right? Cool. So this, it has about 10 to 15% possibility that a woman with this particular uterus may experience miscarriage, keep experiencing miscarriage. You know, there is about this percentage, 10 to 15%, that she's gonna experience miscarriage, right? And if at all the baby is gonna stay till delivery, it's gonna be under the supervision of a healthcare personnel, an obs and gyne specialist. Okay, so because that septate, you know, when we say septum, it means there is a tissue dividing the actual uterine tissue. The uterine tissue, you can see it at the left and at the right, but there is something in between that is kind of dividing, you know, the actual uterine tissue. Now it's going to reduce blood flow, it's going to reduce blood flow, nutrient flow, you know, around the uterine tissue, where the baby is solely depending on, or where the baby is supposed to get the oxygen and the nutrient and all that from. So it's really a hassle. So the second one, we have uterus didelphys. Now this is a uterus that is like two uterus in one person. Isn't that special? Well, I feel it's really special, really cool, right? So this uterus is solely divided into two, and both has their own cervix, like two cervix, two uterus in a woman. Now this uterus, actually there is low chances of conception, you know, implantation, right? Fertilization can always take place, but there are lower chances of implantation. Why? Because of the incompetence of the uterine wall of this particular type of uterus. But remember, this is also dependent on the person involved. Now that is the reason why we don't really need to allow certain conception, you know, traditional conception, cultural concepts about these things, about maybe miscarriages, about structure of the woman body to sway us. When you find out that certain things are kind of happening repeatedly, or you're feeling certain way repeatedly, don't feel like, over my dead body, fire, never. Oh, it's not in our lineage, sweetheart. You need to go see a doctor. I need to see if this is what you can tackle with fire, or it might be something that you have to tackle with fire and going for your checkups too. Do you get me? I hope you guys are not misunderstanding. but you get what I'm saying. And this is because you care for yourself and you want to ensure that your baby, gets to that viable stage and even onto delivery, right? So the next uterus, the next type is the biconvate and uniconvate. The biconvate is like the heart shape, do the heart shape. So it's like, Valentine is coming. The heart shape, right? And the uniconvate is like one-sided. So we just have one part of the heart shape, just like this. This is the uniconvate, one part. But biconvate is actually a complete heart or a complete love shape. So actually, the biconvate has about 10 to 30% chances of miscarriage happening, while the uniconvate has about 30 to 50% chances of miscarriage happening if ever this person conceives with this kind of uterus, right? And the truth is, these special uterus has to be given special attention, especially if this woman eventually conceives, right? Special attention has to be given. So that is the reason why even when you are getting ready to get married, you need to run all these scans and see, okay, this is the kind of woman I am, right? Even before you get married, you need to know yourself, know your genotype. Many people don't even know their genotype. Sorry, I'm deviating, but we are still talking about uterus. Some uterus cannot really be a baby because of these things, and furthermore, they cannot, even if they conceive, they cannot maintain this baby because of number one, the structure, number two, the incompetence, then number three, they are not helping. The people with these special features are not helping themselves. They are not paying attention to themselves the way they ought to. If you are special, you need to check out on your doctor. Hello, doctor, what do I need to do? In as much as we are hoping for a miracle, which I do not say no to. Miracle happens every day. So in as much as you're waiting for your miracle, you need to take the necessary steps you ought to take. As per, this is me and I'm trying to take care of myself as I am waiting for my miracle, right? So you need to check up, see your doctor. What special thing do I need to do? Do I need to carry this baby like this, or maybe I should carry it like this? But yeah, I'm trying to be practical here. You need to find out ways you need to carry this baby, things you need to do, and things you must refrain from, so that this baby, at least you can carry this baby to the viable stage and deliver the baby peacefully, right? And I must pass this across. People with special uterus, most times it is advised that they use, or they make use of cesarean section in delivering their baby. There is nothing, like totally nothing wrong with cesarean section. Okay, the major thing is you are coming out with your baby alive, and we're gonna be happy, and nobody is gonna be like traumatized. Oh my gosh, she nearly made it and then she died. No, I don't want that. Nobody wants that. No nurse wants that, and I know you don't want that either, right? So I love you, and I totally hope and wish and pray that you prosper just as your uterus prospers. All right, it's still Nurse Kamsi here, and this is still Sexuality and Health Wellness, where we leave no crumbs behind. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Do not forget to subscribe, and do not forget to share, because we're getting bigger. See you in my next video. Bye.